Good morning, water signs. I hope all is doing well. Thank you for choosing my channel. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you have plans for this weekend that are enjoyable and fun. Remember, this is a general read. Only take what resonates, leave the rest, and we'll get started here very shortly and see what's coming towards you for the day. If you leave me a comment, I'd really appreciate it. It helps me connect with the collective that much better and see what you're looking for in the channel. Okay, there's our first messages right off. First light. You're beginning a new cycle. You may not realize it, but it's happening. Be careful so you don't fall off the path and go back to your old ways of doing things, because then you're going to have to relearn your lessons. And start that cycle all over again. Just think about what you're doing. Think about where you're going. Be careful with your words and your actions, because you're not going to be long in a point where you're going to have to be careful with it, because this is something new to you. It's like getting on a bicycle and the training wheel's taken off. You're kind of wobbly, you could fall over and get hurt. And the universe doesn't want to see you do that. Wandering path, enjoy the journey. Once you get your sound footing on this new cycle you started, it's off to the races. The journey's going to be so great. The transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. That's the beginning of your new cycle. Your old way of life is going to disappear, but just watch your footing here so you don't slip and fall, get hurt. Because once you get through that little pathway, it's not long. It's going to be different for everybody. I'm not going to tell you it's a day, it's a week, it's an hour, it's a month. It's going to be whatever your path is. That's why we call it a general reading. You're going to know when you're through there, and you're going to step off of it, and it's going to be totally different than the rest of your pathway, and how it wonders and how beautiful it is and how you appreciate things so much more. And it's going to transform you. It's going to move you into a better way of living, higher energy, higher vibrations. But the cycle's already begun. So just be careful where you're stepping. I don't want to see you get hurt. Okay, I was just told this is my first card. Yep, Three of Pentacles. Your new cycle is really. You're going to build a brand new way of living, a brand new foundation. Some of you may be looking at getting a new house, a new apartment, a new place to live. A new place to live, a new country, a new city, a new town, a new street. That could be the beginning of your cycle with where it's going to lead you to with the Three of Pentacles. But you're going to build a wonderful future for yourself. This is an abundant future. Yeah, you had to go through the changes. Now, that tower is not a bad one for me. And it's not a bad one for you. You've gone through some difficulties. You see where you had built things that were wobbly and shaky and weren't going to withstand the storms of life. And you said, you know what? I can brace it up, or I can do the right thing and tear it down and rebuild. And I'm going to tear it down because I know what I did wrong. So it's not as devastating to you. This is the changes you're going to make in your life for your new cycle. But you said you're going to go, you know what? The last 2 stories, or maybe the whole tower. Wow, I see what I did wrong. I learned my lesson. Let me take it down and start all over and rebuild the future that I want, the life that I want. Yeah. Because you know, if you would have left that tower the way it was, with the Five of Pentacles, you would have been lacking. You would not have had the vibration you had in your life. You would not have had the abundance in your life, because your whole life would have been wobbly. But with this new cycle, you're seeing things totally different than what you've ever seen before. And then the pathway, we have the Hermit. You have a knowledge. You can see what you built there is not going to withstand the sands of time. You know it'll crumble, and you don't want that. You want to go back and say, I don't want that to crumble and cause me to have hardships again. I want to move forward. I want to build it very securely. And I want to make sure, because I have gained the knowledge, I'm shining my light, and my wishes are being fulfilled. I want to do it right. I don't want the crumbly tower. I want it to be there. Oh, my guides are so funny sometimes. They just say, yeah, you're like the three little pigs. You want to build that house, that last house out of brick and not straw or sand or whatever they were out of the three houses, only one to withstand the huffing and puffing. You want that house of brick very solid. Sometimes my guides, they just give me things that I just shake my head and smile. They love me, and I love them. If they didn't love me, they wouldn't be my guides. They wouldn't waste their time with me. But anyways, yeah, you know what you've done spiritually, how to improve yourself with this new cycle in your life. You've done the work, you've gone with inside, you've learned the lessons. You're shining your light on the world. The 7 of Cups, you're not confused anymore. You know you have a lot of choices coming into your life. That's why you have to watch to make sure you don't stumble on the pathway. But you're shining your light. Remember, the hermit is walking through the mountains. You know, the hermit is walking through the mountains and shining his own light. It's your own light to see the guidance on the path. It's no one else's, because you've learned lessons. And as you learned your lessons, that light shines that much brighter. And your wishes come in, and they are fulfilled for you. The King of Swords. Truthful communication with yourself and with other people around you. Remember, the King of Swords is a man of few words, but when the king speaks volumes. And you know in your heart the struggles that you've had to keep that tower up. And you know the best thing for you to do is to tear it down yourself. Instead of having the divine come in and rip it down and put you in a state of lack, you said, you know what? I can get myself a little camper trailer next to this tower, and I can it'll be an inconvenience. It's not as big as I want, but I'll be able to tear this tower down myself, and I'll be able to rebuild the future that I want. And it'll move you forward, and you won't be in lack. And you won't be struggling anymore. You've been truthful with yourself. The King of Swords, you've been truthful with yourself. That's why you're going to rebuild that tower yourself. You want them changes done. And you know what you have to do for the changes to begin that new cycle. And you know this new path that you're coming is going to be so wonderful, so much fun. And you're ready for that transformation. That new life you're building for yourself. Rising up from the ashes, just like that tower. Heck, that tower, you may burn it down. Maybe it's not out of blocks. Maybe it's out of wood, out of sticks, like the three little pigs. So you're going to burn it right down to the ground and rebuild it out of brick. A more stable foundation. The Empress, brand new start, birthing brand new ideas, brand new way of living. Abundance coming into your life. Joy, love, happiness. Somebody out there, maybe you're thinking of starting a family, having a child. Or maybe having another child. But the Empress knows what the Empress wants. And that the Empress is always shining light, always shining love. But you have abundance coming to you, whatever it may be. And your journey's going to be so much better off. And you'll be able to come back to your tower because now it's not falling and rickety, and when it rains the roof leaks, and when the wind blows the windows don't rattle. Yeah, there's your abundance coming into you. You're going to be abundant enough that you're going to be able to share with others. You're bringing yourself into stability that you've never had before, balance like you've never had. You were so courageous to admit to yourself that you needed to tear that tower down. You needed to start that whole life all over again. Because if you'd have stayed there, and you patching the roof and putting rags around the windows and doing the $2 fixes when you know everything should be replaced, and that was just taking all your abundance to keep that old rickety tower up. You're not going to do it. You want to build that new one, build that new cycle. You took the courage and were truthful to yourself and go, this is going to be a struggle. It's not going to be easy, these new methods, these new things. But you know what? I'm not confused anymore. I see where I need to be on my path. And you're going to move there. And the universe is coming in with you with the 9 of Pentacles there, the 6 of Pentacles, the Strength card. This is abundance. This is being balanced in abundance, sharing with others, helping the needy out. Maybe you'll start a foundation and you'll be able to help people better and understand how a nonprofit works. But you're taking the courage and taking the steps to start that cycle and to tread thoughtfully, because you shine your own light on your path so you don't stumble and fall and start all over again. The universe is rewarding you with that 9 of Pentacles, the abundance. People will look at you totally different, like they've never looked at you before. Your light will shine. Your light will shine onto others. Yep, the Ace of Cups, the cup of abundance. The universe is answering you because you were so truthful with yourself and you have done so much work. And the universe didn't have to step in to go and tear your tower down. You said, no, I need to do this myself. The Lovers. You may find the ultimate love of your life, which may even be just loving yourself deeper, respecting yourself. King and Queen. There could be somebody coming into your life, another Libra could be coming into your life. But you're going to be truthful with person. You're being truthful with yourself. You're going to ask the right questions. If this person's coming in to be your lover, this is like a business deal. You're going to ask them the right questions. Your abundance, you're just shining. People are going to want to be with you. But you're going to start seeing to make sure that they truly want to be with you, or if they're just going to be the person there just because you have abundance to share. The Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress. You have divine counterparts here. Whoever's coming towards you, if this is a new person coming into your life, wow, you guys are a power couple. You'll be able to have conversations that are so truthful, so deep meaning. Nothing will be hid. Both of you have very strong spiritually. Both of you are very intuitive, very on your way, yeah. And what the ultimate goal between the two of you is the 10 of Cups, the life that you both of you have dreamed together. You're going to be so, when this person comes in to your life, if this is a person on your path as you move forward on your journey, this person coming into you, two of you are going to actually have the same things that you want and you desire in life. That's why the King and Queen of Swords are here, because you're going to be communicating very truthfully and see that this is what I want out of life, and your mission, your goals are all going to be the same to that happily ever after. All right, there's your reading for the day. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I helped somebody. And you have a marvelous weekend. Namaste.